Welcome in, everyone. Today we're doing what they do next. We're going to take a look and see what actions your person is going to do in the next 7 days. Also, keep in mind if you are watching this on Wednesday, the day before the full moon, I wanted to kind of give you guys insight in regards to your person to see, do you really want to carry them into 2026? Are they worth your time? Or do we need to go ahead and purge them on Thursday? And it could just be to, like, cut the cords, no longer have that energetic cord connected. It doesn't necessarily mean that you'll never talk to this person again, but we do need to see for some of these people if that stronghold that they have on you, is it worth it? Okay. So it's a general reading. Only take what resonates. Leave the rest for someone else. Do not try to make a storyline fit for you. Always check your sun, moon, rising, Venus for a full picture of your particular situation. And let's go ahead and get started. Aries. Let's see. We're going to look at their current energy and see, what the energy is surrounding them at this time. Your person needs healing badly. You know what's interesting about what I'm pulling here? I feel like this person, it's like they you get a lot of major arcana here. Your person is sitting in this very like stuck energy. You have the Fool card here in the reverse, followed by the Hanged Man. This is reflecting their current mental state, their current emotional state, as far as like where they are currently. When it comes to this person, I feel like this person is not wanting to take risks. There's some fear that is associated with this person and like how they're acting, and they're just sitting in this energy. Now you have Aries here and you have Pisces for the Fool and the Hanged Man. What I think is very interesting here as well is that you have the Star card in the reverse and you have the Empress here, or what it says here is the Sacred Feminine. This person is like disconnected from their Empress feminine energy. What comes from that energy? Love. And so I feel like your person here right now, especially with this Star card in the reverse, this person is like avoiding healing. They're avoiding emotions. To them, it's like they feel like they have to make calculated, very cautious decisions. They don't like to express emotion very much. And because of that, this person is actually avoiding their own healing. They're in dire need of it. And so currently, it's like the divine feminine spirit, the universe is calling to them to get this healing. And so I do feel like this person right now is kind of stuck in this limbo state to where they're needing to tap into their emotional side. You got for signs, you have Aquarius, Taurus, and Libra. Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. I do feel like this person will tap into it, though. It's almost like this feeling of spirit not allowing them to sit in that. Like they're trying to sit in it, but I don't feel like spirit is going to allow for it. I do feel like there is some sort of healing regarding their self-worth. Look, what did I just say? I told you. I told you. Spirit is not allowing for that, for them to sit in that and wallow in that low self-esteem, needing to get their spirits up. But I do feel like this person is battling with feeling better about themselves. I do feel like there is something within their life, whether it is a fallout between you two in the past, or maybe there may be something that's going on in their current personal life that is giving them this wake up call. But I do feel like there's this wake up call that is coming to them. And what they start actually seeing is, or what you may start seeing or feeling, is a softening around their heart. Queen of Cups gives that softening, gives that recognition of needing to tap into that emotional side of them. And it's like a seed has been planted with that Seven of Pentacles there. Okay. So it's almost as though your person is, well, it's not almost as though your person is resisting resisting the healing, but I feel like the universe is not allowing for that. And so what's happening now, because they are starting to have that awakening, starting to have that softening, you also have them feeling like, I have unfinished business with Aries. You have that World card here in the reverse. This is them wanting to, like, it's coming to the forefront. They cannot hide it any longer. They cannot run from it any longer. This is what it is. So let's see. What are they doing next? The 7-day time frame. What are they doing next for this 7-day time frame? They're being called to seek the truth. They're being called to see things for what they are. Those rose-colored glasses coming right off of their face. You have the, well, it says liberation here, but you have the Judgment card here, followed by the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I really honestly feel like there's going to be some clarity that comes to light. I do feel like they're going to start getting the answers that they were seeking before. And this also represents second chance energy as well, and reconnection. What actions? Okay. I don't feel like your person is taking very much action this week or the next 7 days, simply because they're going through a little bit of a process, a little bit of a initiation. And so if in fact this person does anything at all, it is going to be very not planned out. This is going to be something that's very spontaneous, to where they may break silence. But for majority of you, when it comes to Aries, this person is just trying to find that balance. They're trying to start understanding things a little bit more. You have those four, they have the Four of Wands here. Those are four pillars. Four pillars, stability. Also, this is walking through a portal of initiation. The initiation is them seeing the truth about the situation between the two of you. They're having a little bit of a come to Jesus moment. And so it might not be action oriented towards you, but what I do feel like is within themselves is going to be a lot of change in relation to how they're seeing the whole situation and seeing their part in it too, as well as being forced to soften. That can look like having guilt and then taking responsibility for that guilt. You also have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You have the Eight of Pentacles. It's coins, but you have that. This is also reflecting that they're finally starting to understand that they could possibly miss out on an opportunity based on the fact that they're not putting forth effort. It could possibly spark this new, what's the word I'm looking for? Like this newfound, oh my God, I can't think of the word, but it does spark something in them to want to take action. Okay. But just keep in mind that these next 7 days, I do feel like it's going to be a battle in the mind, more so than anything of them doing anything physical. So that is what I have for Aries. Let me just go over the signs really quick here. You have Scorpio, all fixed signs. Scorpio again, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces. All right, let's move on to Taurus, and let's see what they'll do in the next 7 days. What is Taurus's person going to do in the next 7 days? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Next 7 days. What is this person going to do? All right, let's start off with their emotional state. Where are they at currently? It's interesting because I just said, and you guys know, I always say Taurus and Aries are somehow connected. I just said something about someone being forced to soften. Yours is coming right out the gate, being forced to soften. There's something that is eye awakening, something that pulls down their defenses, the facade, the very shaky foundation stability that they pretended to have. And I do feel like there is a softening, there is an awakening, their intuition, their spirit, their inner being is letting them know how they feel about you. All right, we got Scorpio so far for signs. You have the Hanged Man and you have the Justice in the reverse. So you got Libra, Pisces here. This person actually feels really bad about taking so long. Sorry, taking so long. They've just kind of been stuck. Give me more on the Justice in reverse. I feel like this person hasn't moved because they're trying to also find balance within themselves. This person could feel just kind of overly emotional at this time. Huh. They're worried. You have 9 of Swords here. You also have 7 of Wands here. They feel guilty and they're worried. This is something that keeps them up late at night. They're not sleeping very well. At this current time, they're not sleeping well at all. You have here someone who feels bad about how they treated you. They didn't include you. They didn't make you feel valued. They didn't make you feel like the connection meant anything to them. Very immature. Very petty sometimes. Uncooperative on purpose. But this person here, that's why you have that Tower moment. That's why they're feeling that Tower moment right now, because you have the Page of Cups in the reverse, because they refused to allow this to grow deeper. But that Tower said, nope, I'm going to show you how you really feel. And now they're in that Queen of Cups energy, because now they're starting to truly understand. They're understanding your connection. They're understanding how they feel about you. They're understanding what you brought to the connection as well. They felt like you were the one who awakened their emotions. You nurtured this person. So what is it that they're going to do in the next 7 days? What's their actions? All right. This is not bad. You have Judgment here, followed by the Emperor, the Liberation, followed by the Sacred Masculine. This person is, they're wanting reconciliation. They're wanting another opportunity to show you who they are, who they truly are, not the facade that they put on because they were scared of getting deeper into the emotions, because that's vulnerability and they were scared of that. But an emperor is not scared of vulnerability. Lord have mercy, I just struggled saying that word. Vulnerability. Anyway, an emperor is not afraid of it. And so I feel like this person wants to come in to reflect that they are in a much more stable place when it comes to their emotions, as well as what they have to offer. Give me more. What can Taurus expect from this person? Yo. They're wanting to stop a cycle that you guys were previously in. Like they don't want to proceed with that anymore. They want to completely stop it. They're done with that cycle. It's interesting that you have the Scorpion here. This may have been something that they recognized during Scorpio season. They could have Scorpio in their chart. I mean, Tower was here anyway. They see, ooh, I just saw 55 on the 555 on the clock. They see you as their counterpart. Look at this. So, like I said, they're trying to come to you towards you as the emperor. They see you as the empress. They see you as their other half. You are their person. And they are no longer going to hold back from you. For some of you, you will get communication from this person. Yeah, they want to leave the past in the past. They actually want to clear up some things as well. Now, I'm not going to say that they're going to come in immediately and say, oh, yes, this is how it's going to be. This is what I want. But what I do feel like is they will open up to you more instead of trying to keep you at an arm's length. They want to clear up something as well, that like unanswered questions, unanswered clarity, or giving clarity. They don't want to do anything else, or they don't want to do things that they used to do in the past. Like there may have been something that they were holding on to previously, but they've let that go. So whether that is being afraid to be vulnerable, being afraid to let go of past hurts, pains, baggage, things like that, they're actually now walking away from that because they are wanting to clear the air with you, because they know that there's been like a lot of things that's left unsaid, truths that need to come out. Yeah, this person doesn't want to miss out on an opportunity with you. Why the Magician in the reverse? They also know they can't manipulate you either. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You have the Magician in the reverse, followed by or clarified by the Ace of Swords. They know they cannot manipulate you. They do not have an opportunity to do that. If they want to get you back, or if they want to, clear the air or get things back on track, they have to come towards you with the sword of truth, with authenticity, with being transparent. They know this. And I feel like your person is at a point now where they're willing to do that. You have Gemini here. Let me see what else I missed. Taurus, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Scorpio again. All right, let's go on to Gemini. All right, Gemini. What's this person's current emotional state? What is this person's current emotional state? They're still kind of defensive, but they are gaining clarity over the situation between the two of you. Still a little defensive though. No, that's why. The reason that they're feeling defensive is because what has happened, what's transpired between the two of you, maybe you are seen as a missed opportunity with that Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's weighing heavily on them. That's why they're feeling defensive. Because they're now having to take on the responsibility of the missed opportunity. Things are becoming very clear to them in relation to what transpired between the two of you. We getting straight into it, but their current state right now is to come out of this oh Lord, sorry, is to come out of this hermit mode and actually come towards you. I think they want to confess something to you. You have the hermit here, you have the high priestess in the reverse, both of them in the reverse, reflecting no longer like I feel like this person doesn't have to look for answers. They're not seeking anything out anymore. I also feel like they're coming out of a dark night of the soul too. So some of them may have gone through a huge transformation. There's still some defensiveness there, but it is because of having to carry the burden of the fact that they did something, that they caused their own demise, that they caused their own pain, their own suffering, because they weren't trying to hear you and they weren't trying to yeah, they weren't trying to talk it out. So for some of y'all, this person wasn't even trying to talk it out. I feel like they just shut down completely. They shut down completely because then they would have had to take responsibility. But I see this person wanting to take action very swiftly, very quickly. Quickly, swiftly, the same thing. There might be a lot of communication that's coming in. This person doesn't want to be left out in the cold anymore. It's like I said, they've went through some stuff. They've went through some changes. At least they feel like they have. So they're wanting to put an end to the cycle that you guys were previously in. This person now is starting to know and understand your worth, as well as know and understand their own. I feel like what they did was the way that they treated you was the way that they felt about themselves. And so for a lot of you, this had something to do with their self-worth. Maybe they felt like they weren't worthy of you. But I do see this person being able to recognize the value and also understand that the happiness wasn't coming from outside, it was coming from within. This person feels like you're home to them with that Five of Pentacles in the reverse. They're wanting to come home. Over the next 7 days, this person yeah, I feel like this person has made a choice, okay? They're moving slow. So for some of you, this may happen a little bit after the 7 days, but I have that Knight of Pentacles here in the reverse. They are kind of, I mean, there's hesitation that's here. There's slow movement. I say hesitation, and then look right after that. You got the Fool card in the reverse. So they're not, it's very calculated how they're doing this. Okay. They're trying not to let their emotions get the best of them, because I do feel like this person is very over emotional, and whenever they start to become that way, their go-to thing is to shut the emotions down, but they don't want to do that. So they're going to try to come in not as emotional as they should, but they are going to try to come in with this newfound desire to create with you again, to spark, like that spark, that desire, that drive. They want to get you guys to calmer waters, and it's like they're trying to choose you. They're making a choice of you. You have the Lovers there. That's you. They want to leave behind what you guys had issues with. They do not want to fight with you any longer. I heard other half. This person feels like you're their other half. And they're going to come clean with you about something. Yeah, this person wants to expose things to you that maybe you did not know about, whether that is emotions, whether that is they did something that they had no business doing. But they're wanting to come towards you to tell you something, expose their emotions, expose themselves to you, show you who they really are, show you how they really feel. You have that moon card, so you got Cancer. They want to show you that they're all in. You have King of Pentacles that's here. Because you're their happy place, Gemini. Um, some of you, the way that you're going to know who this person is, or if this read is yours, for some of you, you guys may have talked about having a family together, either having children together or merging your families together. But there was family talk that you guys had. Yeah, this person wants to move things forward. Look, I'm telling you, there was some sort of family talk. And if there wasn't family talk previously, this person definitely sees you as their future. They want to move forward. They want to trudge ahead. They want to continue going the distance and looking at the long-term vision. This wasn't something that was short term to them. This wasn't something that was mediocre to them. This is something they felt like, you're the one. They're just an idiot. All right, you have Cancer here. Gemini, Aries, Pisces, Virgo. All right. Let's go to Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's look into your person, how they're currently feeling, their current emotional state, and what they will do next. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And you guys, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you're able to, go ahead and hype the video up as well. Every little bit counts. Oh, Lord. Ooh, emotional state. Things are weighing very heavy on them. They may have other responsibilities that they're focusing on, or this could just be the whole situation between the two of you. It's going to be different for everybody, but I will tell you this person is depleted. You have the 10 of Cups here in the reverse. I feel like this person feels very unhappy, very depleted emotionally. And it also is clouding like their ability to be able to see truthfully how things are, because whatever it is, it just there's something that is here that's weighing them down very heavily. Hmm. What's interesting here is that this person okay, so their normal ways of making themselves either feel better or fixing the problem is not working. And they're having, it's like it's a so you guys are dealing with somebody who's being forced to heal as well. Magician in the reverse, 7 of Coins in the reverse. It's not working. The things that would normally help them, it's not. Because Spirit is wanting them to face the truth, not get distracted by a bunch of things. That's probably why you have that 10 of not Pentacles, 10 of Wands there, is because for some of you, this person distracts themselves with a bunch of shit to do. But manipulating their brain into thinking that it's not that deep, it's not that serious, is not working. And they're being forced. They're being forced to grow up. They're being forced to see themselves and to heal it. So I do feel like this person is going through their little healing transformation as well. Because I feel like this person also has an issue with feeling fulfilled. You got Aquarius and Gemini there. Oh, yeah. They are trying their hardest to detach emotionally, but the same old thing is not working. It's not working. That death in reverse is keeping them stuck. And so what's happening is, like I said, you have somebody here that if they do the whole let me take on a bunch of responsibilities, or I gotta do a bunch of shit, it's not helping cope with everything that has transpired between the two of you. They're not seeing that normal transformation. It's a forced healing. That's the only way that they're going to be able to come out of it. You got Scorpio there. 7 of Wands. Yep. I keep saying it's a forced healing because it is a forced healing. 7 of Wands in reverse with the King of Wands. This is saying, I am forcing you to get out of your comfort zone. You have to do something different. You have to act. And you have to be active in your healing. So right now, this person is kind of going through it. They're being forced to face themselves. Look at that. Devil, 7 of Swords. I told you. They got issues with lying to themselves. Yeah, Capricorn, that was there. So what's this next 7 days? What are they going to do? What are they doing next? Next 7 days. Number one, they feel your disconnect. They feel the disconnect between the two of you. And I do feel like it is putting them into this panic. That's what it is. A panicked type of mode, because now they're feeling like they may have missed out on an opportunity. It's actually softening them because they can't, it's like they can't hold that ground anymore. Because when you face reality and you see your screw ups and you see that you potentially caused you missing out on something that was good for you, you have no other option but to soften, to open up, to become vulnerable and allow shit to flow in, especially during this time. The universe is not playing games any longer. I do still feel like in the next 7 days, though, they will still kind of fight this because they're fighting it, like I said, and I keep saying it is a forced healing. They may still fight it. Okay? They're trying to avoid the inevitable because it's uncomfortable. They're having issues with self-worth. But I do feel like something is going to kick in the next 7 days that's going to make them start to feel, yep, it's going to make them start to feel better. I don't know what it is necessarily. I don't know if it's because that their armor is not working and it just comes completely crashing down. But I do feel like even though they do struggle with yeah, there it is. I knew that shit was about to pop out. Even though they do struggle with like worthiness, their value that they bring, am I good enough for Cancer? I feel like there's gonna, and I really don't know where it's coming from. I don't know. But I have here, you have the Knight of Wands here, followed by the Queen of Wands. It could very well just be you. Maybe they see you doing something. It could also be the disconnect. Them feeling that disconnect between the two of you, no longer feeling your energy, seeing you move on with your life and glowing and rising to the level that you're supposed to be at. This does kick in something for your person to take action. And I feel like for some of you, this person may even try to reunite with you in a friendly manner, with that Three of Cups that's there. So you have that, Cancer. Did I not say any signs? Let me see. I already said Scorpio. And that was Scorpio too. Okay. Let's go on to Leo. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm hoping that as the full moon gets here tomorrow, actually, that helps you guys with deciding what will come with you and what will not come with you. Also, mini reads tomorrow too. You can ask your burning questions. Leo, someone's very defensive. I just saw the Five of Wands pop up. Very, very defensive. Ego. And it came back out again. Okay, this person wants to come towards you. They want to reconnect. They want to work together with you. But they're indecisive about it, and they stop themselves. I feel like, oh goodness gracious. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but what I will say is this: they're wondering if they could fix it. They don't know if they can. This is somebody who's doubting their ability to be able to fix it, or they don't know what direction to go in. You have High Priestess here in the reverse. You also have the Three of Pentacles. This is reflecting them breaking the silence. Also, this is reflecting them wanting to tell you something that you don't know, something that they've kept to themselves. They want to bring peace to the connection. You got Pisces there. But the problem is, it's almost as though this person feels like like they either did you wrong in some sort of way, that they didn't honor their word. I just heard honor my word. I didn't honor my word. They just feel like they let you down a lot. You have 222 on the clock. With this Justice in the reverse and that Two of Pentacles in the reverse, this is reflecting someone who feels like the foundation between you guys is so uneven, is so unstable, it's chaotic. And so because of that, this person right now is feeling like it's very, very difficult for me to come back to Leo. I don't know how to do that. How do I do that? I allowed something to get in between me and Leo with that Lovers there in the reverse. Also with the Five of Wands, it could be that there was competition. You were competing against something. This person may have put you back burner, didn't create balance and stability. Put other things ahead of you. It doesn't always have to, the third party does not always have to be like a love thing. It could be that they didn't prioritize you over family members, over work, over friends, over something that they like to do. They could even be, sometimes I feel like they could even be their own third party, which is like allowing your self-sabotage to get in between the two. I look at it a little differently than others. You got Gemini and Libra so far. Bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant here. This person still sees you as someone that they wanted or want something very traditional with, something like they, what's the word I'm looking for? Commitment. When they think about commitment, they see you, Leo. You got Taurus there. This person is fighting very hard to keep themselves from you. They want to come towards you. Like they want to come towards you bad. Eight of Wands here. They want to speak to you. They want to come towards you. And then at the same time, they're holding themselves back. And I feel like this is ego driven. If I'm going to be completely 100% honest, this is their ego. Their ego holds them back. You could be dealing with another fire sign. I know I haven't said any fire signs, but there's a lot of wands that's here. So they could have fire in their chart. So what are their next actions? Next 7 days, what are they going to do next? Not a damn thing this next 7 days. I feel like, I don't know, maybe another week or so. I only say that because you have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is slow moving action. Snail's pace, okay? You could be dealing with a fixed sign or somebody with earth in their chart. But you also have the, yeah, look at that, bottom of the freaking deck. Three of Wands. This is somebody who wants to have a plan. They have to plan it. This is somebody who's very analytical. They have to have, like, they have to be 10 steps ahead. And it's because this person can't be vulnerable. They have a very hard time with being vulnerable, so they have to feel like they're in control of things. So next 7 days, they may still kind of be in this energy of feeling like they're not worthy of you. Not feeling confident about coming towards you and approaching. And that's why we have this whole, let's plan it out. Let's plan it. Pun intended, because it's a planet right there. They're still hopeful. And they're very clear on what they want. You have the Star card here. This is someone who is gaining clarity and healing, but they are resistant to it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they're not, because they are. This person is very resistant to it. So I do feel like this person over time is going to come towards you. This week, I feel like is all about planning more so than doing. Okay. All right, let's go on to Virgo. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's your person's current emotional state? And what are they going to do next? Ooh, stalking. Got a little stalker here. Oh, didn't mean to take two, but that's all right. They feel more comfortable watching you than actually doing something. Right now, anyway. I also see them trying to find like some peace. It's very interesting here. You have the Page of Swords here reflecting they're just kind of, you know, they're watching, they're looking at stuff that you do. If there's any way for them to be able to watch you, or tarot. Tarot is a way. And if you think people don't watch tarot, think again. Lots of people do, people you wouldn't even think. But you have here someone who's watching you. And to be 100% honest, they feel like you're in a good emotional state. Okay? They feel like you're the Queen of Cups. You're in a good emotional state. You're one with your emotions. You're You're chill. You're good. You're showing up as being okay. Five of Wands is in the reverse here, and they're saying, I don't want to cause any trouble. I don't want to, I don't want to disturb Virgo. And so this person really, because they're doing that, they just feel they're just having an issue with their worth. That's really what it is about. They feel like you're doing better without them. So they watch, still trying to have that connection to you because that's what they want. They want the connection. But you have the Empress here in the reverse, which is them saying, maybe Virgo is better without me. So you got Taurus and Libra there. You have the Nine of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Eight of Swords here in the reverse. This is reflecting them saying, like, I'm trying not to too much think about, like, it's a very interesting combination that this person has, because on one hand they'll say, oh, I'm just looking to see how Virgo is doing. Virgo is doing fine without me. I'm not even going to worry about reaching out to Virgo. Let me not think about Virgo. And then they go back into, well, let me see how Virgo's doing. Because this person, like, the one card that I'm missing is the Devil, because I feel like this person has created like a pattern for themselves or a habit for themselves to where they constantly are watching and checking up on you to see how you're doing. Okay. And it's something about the right time. They feel like destiny will bring you two together, or at least this is what they're hoping. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. You also have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like they feel like, if destiny wants us to come towards each other, then we'll run into each other, or somehow we'll talk, we'll communicate. I'm not going to put any effort into that though. So this person is kind of sitting in that energy of like, fate will bring us together. You got Sagittarius and Pisces there. Three of Cups in the reverse. You also have the Chariot. I think this is funny. I only think this is funny because your person's fucking delusional. It's like they're rationalizing with themselves in their mind and trying to like make sense of the delusion. Because with this Three of Cups in the reverse and the Chariot, they're actually very disappointed of how things are, like the trajectory of how things are going. And it's almost as though you're like moving on without them. They hate it. And yet you do nothing and you just say, I'm going to let fate take care of that for me. You got Cancer there for the Chariot. It's almost like your person doesn't want to admit their emotions or how they feel about you. This person's in denial for sure. Six of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Bottom of the deck is Star card, Hope, Aquarius. I do feel like this person is like partially delusional, partially logical. They go back and forth between those two parts of their brains in order to like, it's almost like soothing. It's like they're soothing themselves in relation to like the distance or the fact that you two were not seeing eye to eye or whatever is going on between the two of you. I will say this though, within these next 7 days, this person does gain clarity over the reason why the opportunity with you became chaotic, was imbalanced, and it was because of them. You have the Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Their unfairness is what caused the possibility of them missing out on an opportunity with you. And so now they're seeing clearly that in order for them to have the opportunity, they have to give. And then you have that Hope at the bottom of the deck. So what is their next 7 days? What are they going to do next? What's the Six of Swords? Okay. What's the Ten of Swords? Oh, they're gonna stop. Oh, okay. Because you two, because they can feel a disconnect between the two of you, it's almost as though they can't feel your essence, they can't feel your energy any longer. Um, they're telling themselves, I need to cut the shit. I need to stop. I have to change the way that I've been handling this and been keeping it up my boundaries or my guard as though Virgo did something to me. I got to smooth this over because Virgo really is my happiness. For some of you, I feel like they're going to try to reach out and get things back on track, or at least like not have you guys being in a rocky situation with that Six of Swords that's there. You know, moving away from choppy waters, getting to calmer waters. You see that rainbow in the background. You see where the storm is clearing up and the sun is shining over those mountains, so now you can see the green. Um, they're wanting to get to a better place with you. And you know, we go straight into that rainbow there to go into the Ten of Cups, where everything's so colorful and happy and family oriented, because this is how this person feels, like you're their Ten of Cups. You are their happiness. You hold their heart. So that's what I got for you, Virgo. All right, let's go on to Libra. Always got to put my lips back on when I am doing Libra. No, my lips get, I hate my lips getting dry. Any type of dry at all is so uncomfortable to me. All right, Libra. What they will do in the next 7 days. What's their current emotional state? Mm. Ooh, they're okay. So why would I even hear that song? So, what's that man's name? Pharrell Williams. I heard the song Frontin'. I just heard I was just frontin'. You know I want you, babe. So, and these cards actually say that too. You have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Death card in the reverse, followed by the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who is pretending like they don't want you, not speaking about it, not saying it, fronting. Okay? Fronting. You got Death card there for Scorpio. You guys could be at a distance. I had the World card at the bottom of the deck, and I mean like not living in the same place type of distance. If not, this person is just being very distant towards you. Give me more. Current emotional state, please. Hmm. This person also is kind of doing the stalking, except I think it's interesting the way that they're doing. You got World card again. Some of you, they may have seen that you've moved on. You may have moved on from this person, and they're still popping up in your energy. But I have the World card here. It's like the end of a chapter for maybe you. But this person, they're not over you. You have Page of Swords here in the reverse, and you have the Queen of Swords here. There's something that they've been collecting information about, or they've been like really deep diving into to find out more. And they'll gain clarity, they'll take a step back, it's like rinse, wash, repeat. So this person, I do feel like they're still watching you, but they act as though they don't want you. They're trying to get over you, but they haven't been able to let you go. You have the Ten of Swords here in the reverse. Give me more on the world. I want to know what's going on with that. Tower. Empress. Some of you may have started something new, or you're doing something new or different. You've stepped out of your comfort zone. I see you embracing something here. This could even be that they thought that maybe you were going to waver after everything came to a halt, and you didn't. You actually went through a glow up. And you're not giving any energy towards this person anymore. I feel like this is bothering them. Because all they're doing is talking about you instead of talking about how they're feeling. Yeah. The relationship was also one-sided. Or I mean, at least it felt like it was when it came to equal give and take. It was not equal give and take. You gave more. I feel like you realized you were better than that. And I feel like they're watching you move on. This person's watching it. Some of you may have been doing a lot of traveling, or maybe you're planning to travel. They feel like it's over. And I feel like that's the reason as to why they're pretending as though they don't want you. What's their next steps or next moves? What are they going to do next in the next 7 days? Something you definitely don't see coming. I don't feel like it's going to be their normal. I don't feel like it's going to be. What? Sorry. You have Wheel of Fortune here, and you have the Hierophants in the reverse. This is like something very spontaneous and not normal. Like outside of the box. Not a traditional thing, not a normal thing that they would do. Okay, what is this? And you got Sagittarius, Taurus, Pisces. What is this? Moon in the reverse. Two of Wands. Exposing what? Wow. Whoa. Okay. That's what it is. They're not in the norm. Exposing their emotions, exposing how they feel, and giving you a choice. Lord have mercy. They're not optimistic about it at all. They don't think you'll take them back. You have the Star card here in the reverse. That's Aquarius energy. You had Scorpio earlier, the fixed signs. And I went over that one. The thing that they're gonna do outside of the box that they would not normally do is to express their emotion and give you a choice. They're giving you an opportunity to make a choice on whether or not you want to go the path of them, or maybe if some of you are dealing with somebody else, dealing with the other person. Like, I feel like for some of you, there are two people that are involved on your side, not on theirs. More so of like, you have to make a decision, you have to make a choice. But you have that Ace of Cups that's there. You also have the Moon card in the reverse. This is them reflecting those emotions to you, allowing it to pour out and offering up love, because they see you as the 10 of Cups and they're wanting to reunite with you. Look at this. And they're taking a leap of faith. I'm trying to tell you. You got Aries here. You got Cancer too. Now, I ain't telling you to take them back, but all I'm saying is they are going to do something that's going to surprise you. All right, Scorpio. What's your person's you know what? Because I said mental, we're going to look at that too, because I don't know. Maybe they're not doing well mentally, but let's see. Mental and emotional state. Because I meant to say emotional. Three of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's a very spontaneous type of energy, like just being open and down for whatever. Down for whatever. Okay. So right now I feel like this person doesn't really have like a plan or direction or whatever, but they're very like open to whatever comes their way. Give me more. They don't want to wait anymore. Yeah, 10 of Cups here. Six of Cups. When they think about you, they feel so good. Like you bring so many good memories to them. You give them the warm and fuzzies. This is somebody who felt like they could have a family with you, some sort of longevity with you. They could see themselves, with you. Right now, you guys are not communicating though. You have the Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the High Priestess. I feel like this person is they still feel connected to you, even though nothing is growing between the two of you. You got Pisces there. I also feel like this person has intuitively been, well, maybe not intuitively, but maybe spiritually, psychically, energetically visiting you in your dreams. If you haven't had them, you probably will. But they've been meeting you on the 5D, I'll tell you that. Because this person feels that soulmate connection with you. Six of Cups here. I don't like to say people complete other people, but I feel like this person thinks that they feel more complete with you. I'm telling you, this person saw marriage. They felt emotionally fulfilled. This person felt fulfillment. They felt stability. They could see themselves marrying you. This person, like, it's interesting because I don't feel like this person feels their emotions are kind of like balanced. This is weird. Oh, they had a dark night of the soul. I just realized the card I pulled out. Hermit. Your person went within looking for answers. They may have also did something spiritual for themselves as well. I feel like there was a lot of truths about themselves as well as the connection that came to them. And that could be the reason as to why now they look at things a lot differently compared to how they used to. Yeah, then you got Lovers here. And this sometimes is my soulmate twin flame card as well. And when I see the two, Lovers and the Six of Cups, that just lets me know you guys have a very strong connection. But they went searching for the truth. You got Virgo there, Gemini. Three of Swords. They want to heal the connection. Heck yeah. Before I even pulled out the Two of Cups, they want to heal the connection between the two of you. They do not like how you guys have ended. They don't like how things transpired. They don't like how you guys are not seeing eye to eye, especially because they feel like you're their other half. Yeah, it makes them feel very restless. Like they feel like they have to do something. So what is this person going to do? Next 7 days, what do they plan on doing? Okay. They go back and forth on whether or not they should take action or if they should initiate action. You have the Knight of Cups in the reverse, followed by the Page of Wands. And so it's like there's some days where they're like, I'm ready to charge into this, and there's other days where they second guess it. Why? Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords. They don't want to rush it. They don't want to rush it because it might cause a true ending. They don't want to be impulsive. Give me more. What are you going to do the next 7 days? Tower in reverse. They're pausing. They don't want to say the wrong thing. They're worried about the delivery. They're worried about what's to come after they come towards you. All right, there's a delay. I don't know if they're going to do something in the next 7 days. I know how they feel, but then when it comes to action, the action is saying, I'm actually worried about coming towards Scorpio because what if? You got Scorpio energy there. You got the King of Swords here in the reverse. This also could be that they're afraid of what you're going to say, that your words might be very cutting, and that it might actually cause the Tower, and they want to avoid that. That you may also not be yourself right now. Any more? Two of Swords. They're at an impasse. Ugh, they were so close. They were so close. Okay, so it's going to be a delay. There is a delay. You have the Sun card in the reverse. It's not that they're not going to try to start this new beginning. I just feel like they need to kind of get out of their own way, which they will. You have the Eight of Swords here in the reverse, which is reflecting them getting out of their own way. They may stalk you a little bit before they come towards you again, because I do feel like they're going to come back around. I kind of feel like they're trying to see your temperament. They're trying to see where you are emotionally before they take that leap of faith. This is also something that I feel like they've struggled with in the past. This isn't like something new. This is something that is very like on brand for whoever this person is. Especially with that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, this is them repeating a cycle. And it could very well be the whole hesitation. Hell, the hesitation might be the reason as to why you guys are in this in the first place. But there is hesitation that's there. I do feel like they will do it. I just don't know about the next 7 days. But you have the Wheel of Fortune here, so that is Sag and Pisces energy. All right, Sagittarius. What they do next? What is their current, I was going to say their current state of affairs. What is their current emotional state? What is Sagittarius's current emotional state? Ugh. Trying to control themselves. Okay. Trying to control themselves, trying to find balance within. So I don't feel like they're very stable, to be honest with you. You have the Emperor here in the reverse, followed by the Justice card here. It's like they're trying to find grounding, but internally they feel very unstable. So you got Aries, Libra energy there. Yeah, mastering their emotions. They're trying to master their emotions, finding stability in their emotional state. Because I don't feel like they are the King of Cups right now. I feel like they're trying to become the King of Cups. Ten of Cups in reverse. What did I tell you? They're not. This person's very unhappy. They feel unfulfilled, like all the way around, with love, with probably family members, with work, with things that they used to enjoy. They don't feel that anymore. What's going on with that? Strength. Could be dealing with the Leo. Three of Cups in reverse. Trying to find strength after disappointment. And fucking lying to themselves. Got these here. Lying to themselves. You can't find strength if you're lying to yourself. Can't find stability in it either if you're running from it. You got somebody who's running from emotions. King of Wands. Three of Swords. They're really focusing on their healing. Huh? But like fucking how? Because you also have the Moon card here. Like, unless you're going to allow this shit to come up, you're going to always be focusing on your healing because you're not focusing correctly. You're not bringing the wounds up to the surface. So I feel like this person, as much as they say that they're wanting that healing, they also are fighting against the healing. Give me more on this person. What is their emotional state? This person, This person can't take much when it comes to emotional things. They also feel like you two are both mirroring each other. Yeah, they can't commit. They're a person who truly, I mean, and it keeps coming up. They truly need healing. They're falling back, recharging, because this person is unable to take on any type of responsibility. I don't feel like they're also, I feel like also they're not doing it in a traditional way. I don't know, like maybe because you know what, this is the teacher in the reverse. It almost feels like they're trying to do it by themselves. I don't know if that's really working though. But you have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you guys are mirroring each other. I feel like no one is giving right now at this time. Why the... And it's because this person is not healing. Like, there's still the emotion that is there, but they're trying to downplay it. All right, so what can you expect from this person in the next 7 days? What will they do next? That person's suffering. I feel like that person is suffering by their own doing, though. What the fuck? I'm sorry. What? Bottom of the deck too, goddamn. How do we get here? Okay, I'm going to show you what I have, and then we're going to figure out how we got here. Okay? Because I feel like this is a stretch. But when I'm asking what they will do in the next 7 days, I have a return and wanting to do equal giving. Because remember, I just said y'all aren't giving shit. No one's giving anything. You're mirroring each other. This person wants to now mirror each other, but giving. They want to come back around. The sad part about it is I don't know. I feel like they want to come back around unhealed. So still bringing that same type of energy, but let me not jump to it. I'm gonna look real quick. Okay, okay. How? Maybe we're coming to the tail end of it. I asked how they feel right now. I'm sorry. I know I'm over here talking to myself, but I'm trying to understand how we got here. I don't know. Huh. Okay, this is what I will say. And you guys, please use discretion, right? Use your intuition, use discretion, use everything that you need to use when dealing with people. Especially when it comes to somebody who it's like you can tell that they need to heal, they need to heal something. You need to make sure that they're actively actually doing that. But what I have here is someone that is ending the silence. It's like a new chapter is coming. There's one that's closing, there's a new one that's opening. Now, I don't know if this happens in the next 7 days because this one just seems so far-fetched, but y'all let me know if it does. It could happen later. However, you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You also have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So it's like this person is kind of stuck in this fog where they're trying to figure out answers. They're not coming towards anyone or you. I feel like I needed to say anyone. Why did I say anyone? Maybe you had questions that they were talking to other people. They're not. Um, but this person goes through that time period, and then it's like this is crazy. I don't know what happens. I don't know if they manifest their healing. I don't know. I really don't know. But you have the magician here where it's like something happens to where now things can work as long as two people are working together to create it and you're communicating it. But I get like fresh start energy. Look, Knight of Cups, showing that emotion. So between whatever happened to now, I feel like whoever this is, it's like this person has an epiphany in regards to the healing. I still don't think that they're all the way healed. Or, I mean, we're not ever all the way healed, but I feel like they still need a lot to process. So just keep that in mind. All right, Capricorn. We just jumped from one extreme to the next. I'm sorry. Sag, hold on. Sag, I did not give y'all the signs or all of them. So we had the world card. That's all the fixed signs. We had shit. What else did we have? I don't know. But I feel like it was more fixed signs than anything. Okay. And whatever else I said in the very beginning. Sorry about that, Sag. Okay, Capricorn. What's going on with your person? What is their current emotional state? Okay, well, they're trying not to think about you. It's almost like they're saying, I'm accepting our fate. I don't have any hope in this. I also feel like this person is kind of just pessimistic in general in regards to just life. Um, they like everybody need healing, right? But I feel like they're kind of losing hope on the situation because it's been sitting in limbo for a while. You got Aquarius and Pisces here. So they're trying not to really think about it. Like they're trying not to lose sleep about it. They're trying not to let it disturb them. and they're not fighting the truth. Like they're being very open and honest with themselves, and they're being very truthful, and this could be the reason as to why they're like, there's no way, you know, it's probably done. It's probably a done deal with me and Capricorn. Give me more. Yeah, this person, geez. Okay, so they feel disconnected, and that actually makes them feel very sad. This person feels like it's a false start. I'm telling you, they've given up, unfortunately. Like there's that give up energy where they're like, Capricorn would never take me back, or Capricorn would not listen to what I have to say. Like it's a feeling of thinking that everything has gone too far and there's no coming back from it. You have the Knight of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the King of Pentacles. Huh. What's the King of Pentacles about? Queen of Cups in reverse. Eight of Wands. You know what? The more that you take away your energy, like if you're calling your energy back, or it's just like they can just feel that they are no longer connected to you, the more that you are doing that and you're trying to sever that tie and stopping it completely, you won't even talk to them. Maybe some of you even blocked this person or ghosted them. The more you do that, the more they want you. The more that they're willing to come get you. You have that King of Pentacles there, followed by the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's you, followed by the Eight of Wands. So the more that they feel like they can't have you, the more they want you. So annoying. So what's the High Priestess in reverse? Two of Cups. They want to break the silence. They don't, it's like they have something to tell you. They don't want to miss out on you, and they want to break the silence so that way you guys can get on the same page. But this person also feels like they're unworthy. But like I said, I had already said earlier that they felt depleted, that they felt like there's a lot of sadness, pessimism. Not very hopeful. What are their next actions? To come on home. They've never stopped feeling like you were home. The problem with this, what's the Death in reverse? They want to go back to the same old same. They're not trying to like, and you know what? You know what's interesting? I got that from this High Priestess here. Pisces. I got that they were disconnected from their internal, that they were disconnected from spirit, that they were disconnected from their intuition. And so it's like, you want to come back home, you want to include me in your life, and you want to be included in my life, but yet you don't want to grow. You don't want to do the work. If I was to jump, and I'm saying this as Capricorn, if I was to jump back into this with you, guess what? We still stuck in the same spot. There is no progress. You have Chariot in the reverse. You guys are not going anywhere. You got the Death card. It's not transforming. Okay? Scorpio, Cancer. Give me more on what their next moves are. What can Capricorn expect? I still feel like this person is not going to tell you everything. I still feel like this person is going to be keeping things from you. They're going to hold back things. They're coming towards you without a plan. It's just sloppy. It just feels very sloppy. It feels very sloppy. It feels very unplanned. It feels very unorthodox. Like, no responsive, like not taking responsibility. You're kind of just, this person is just moving through passion, through a passion that came up out of nowhere, an impulse. Okay. You have Taurus, like I said, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, heavy water signs here, huh? Pisces, Aquarius. Speaking of Aquarius, let's move on. All right. What's Aquarius person's emotional state? Hopeful, healed, or they're deep in their healing. It's interesting. You have the Star card here. That's you. So you could be dealing with another Aquarius. And you have the Four of Swords. So they've been doing healing, finding themselves, finding fulfillment, having faith, having hope for the future. Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles. I feel like this person has really been like tapping into themselves, tapping into their emotions. I also feel like they're making money. Damn, Aquarius, who is your person? They're also in a very giving mood too. Not only are they making money, but I feel like they're also in a giving mood. They're in a mood of what I'll give, what gives to me. Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. This person's in a really good place. Oops. At least in themselves. I feel like the situation between the two of you forced this person to look at themselves and want to make changes. And I feel like they just double down on their emotional stability. I feel like for the most part, this person is in a good place. I feel like luck is on their side too when it comes to certain things, and they've started a whole new cycle as well. You have the High Priestess here. You also have the Three of Cups. Is your person intuitive? That's Pisces twice. You got Pisces, Scorpio, lots of cups. I feel like your person's an intuitive, a spiritual baddie. This person knows you guys are going to reunite. They're like, it's only a matter of time. I'm trusting the divine. There's certain knowledge that this person has, secret knowledge that they have. That's why I say, are they a spiritual baddie? But they know you guys will reunite. That could be the reason as to why they feel hopeful, they feel light, that they've worked on themselves. So I feel like they've worked on themselves like aggressively. Give me more. Okay, so your person is like, look, I have gotten all. They may have fire in their chart too, because this made me laugh. I've gotten all the clarity that I need. I'm no longer confused. I have clarity. So let's go. When is this happening? So your person is very anxious on you guys reuniting. They feel like they have all the answers, or that they've gotten the clarity that they needed, and that they have the answers that they needed. I feel like this person is not like standing in their own way. I feel like this person is very open um, to whatever comes their way. So I feel like whoever this person is, and I mean this might not apply to all of you Aquarius, but for some of you, whoever your person is, they really went through um a spiritual healing and are starting to feel much better and much more grounded and willing to, you know, um reunite. And I don't know, I just feel like a very lightness from this person's energy. You have the Tower in the reverse. You also have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This person says that they did not allow the situation to take them down. They avoided it, even though you two disconnecting kind of hurt them deeply. You got Scorpio there. I think this person really clung on. Sure. Clung on to either religion or spirituality. Like they looked to a higher like the source, a higher power to help them through this. Yeah, look, balance, justice. I truly feel like whoever this is, they've gotten themselves together for the most part. You got Libra energy there. So what's their next steps in the next 7 days? What are they going to do next? Nine of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They don't feel super confident about extending anything to you at this time. They're being truthful with themselves. Yeah, there's a lack of confidence that you two that they should extend anything to you. I kind of want to see the reason as to why, but they're telling themselves they're being honest about like whether or not they should extend the opportunity. Right now, I feel like they're putting more of their efforts into themselves and continuing that stability, putting it towards their business or towards their work or towards saving money, their financial security. Give me more on your next steps. I don't think this person wants it to be a false start, but they're also saying that like it's kind of like they're like I have to just accept it, even though they're not 100% accepting it because they really want you. You have the Four of Cups in the reverse, but they also know that you have the Hierophant in the reverse. They also know that you guys can't do like it can't be the traditional way of how things were. Something has to be very, very different in order for things to work out. Right now, they're not going to do anything the next 7 days. End of a cycle, not giving. I want to ask why. They don't think it's time yet. And they feel like it's going to be very, very slow. Like there's like they want to rush in, but they don't feel like it's time. They feel like when the right time comes, you two will speak again. I'll show you here. You two will speak again. When the right time comes, then it will be revived and you two will speak again and you'll learn each other again. I feel like this person, like I said, if they're a spiritual baddie, then they know more than likely they've looked into it to see whether or not you two are on the same page. And if they feel like you're not, that's kind of like the vibe that I was getting. It's weird because yes, they're hopeful that you two will reconnect, but they don't feel like it's now. All right. Pisces. What is your person's current emotional state? Huh. I feel like this person is disconnected from themselves emotionally, but it's like, so there's like a little, they are avoiding going deep, but wanting answers on how to go deep. This person is exhausting. You have the Empress here, but it's like they're avoiding getting to that. Yeah, look. Page of Wands in the bottom of the deck in reverse. This person is avoiding starting, but it's like they want the healing, they want the growth, they want to see where this could lead with the two of you, but they don't want to start either. It's like they're confused. Yeah, the Five of Wands here in the reverse. You also have Temperance in the reverse. Yeah. So this person is like they're saying, I can't take too much. Like I can't take going too deep, although I want healing, but I don't want to do the work. Sorry. I'm trying to see what type of bird that was. You got Temperance in the reverse. This person is just kind of all over the place. I feel like this person gives up too easily. You got Justice in the reverse. You also have the High Priestess, followed by the Three of Wands. Dude, how many times do I have to say it? This person wants the depth, but doesn't want to do the work. Sorry, I'm over here spitting on myself. They want the depth, but don't want to do the work to get to the depth. And so they're stuck. You have Justice in the reverse. This is where they are mentally, emotionally. They're not balanced. They're not aligned. They feel like everything is just crazy, off balance. They have no plan, no sense of direction, but their inner voice is like calling to them. You have the Two of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Four of Coins or Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, they're giving up. They may have let this relationship go or this connection go. And now they're realizing that you were their 10 of Cups. Now they're realizing why they don't feel fulfillment. You got Six of Swords in the reverse. You also have the Five of Coins or Pentacles in the reverse. This person doesn't want it. Okay, first of all, this person hasn't walked away. This person wants to be included in your life, but also doesn't know how to get past their own shit. They feel unworthy too. They feel like you're better than them, like you're on another level. They don't feel confident. They don't feel like they bring any value. Strength card in the reverse. They're not confident. There's a lot of fear that they're living in. What's their next, what are they going to do in the next 7 days? What are they going to do next 7 days? Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords in the reverse. Get out of their own way and face the truth. Give me more on this. Ace of Cups. They're still holding back emotion, but I feel like internally they're going to get out of their own way and actually face the truth to be able to get to that healing, to be able to give to themselves. Give me more. You got Nine of Coins in the reverse. You also have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this person is unfulfilled, depleted emotionally, has given a lot to other people and not given to themselves. Also, because of that, they may have financial problems too. I'm kind of getting that off of the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So they don't feel like their normal, abundant self as well. And that could be another indicator of like their value and what why they question their value. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Something shifted at work for them. I know that has nothing to do with what they're gonna do in the next 7 days, but I feel like I personally feel like they're gonna like be open and honest and truthful with themselves. That Hanged Man in the reverse also was reflecting to them the truth as well. There's an epiphany that allows them and helps them to start moving, to start doing something. You got Knight of Cups. You got King of Cups. Over time, they will get back to their normal, balanced emotional self. And then at that point, they will allow their emotions to be exposed. I don't feel like it's going to be in the next 7 days, though. I really don't. I feel like this person is shut down right now. And they're still going through their own, yeah, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't see them giving at this time. So they're still going through their own come to Jesus, and it might take a while. So anyway, ladies and gents, that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely show up for that mini read. Also, like I said before, that full moon is happening, and so we are doing the full moon ritual. It's on miatarot.com if you want to join. All right, you guys take care.